Hello, I'm Todd Wilson, and this was me about 3 months ago. And this is my weight loss story. Unlike other stories, I have not always struggled with my weight. I was born chubby, but I grew out of it by 5 or 6. I was a pretty active kid growing up. I was always outside and always getting into trouble. Like any normal young man, I was probably my most fit at age 21 when I graduated and struck out on my own. So you probably see, my mother struggled with her weight when I was growing up. I was concerned that I may have inherited that and I might have that same fight at some point. That always seemed to motivate me to stay active. So I'm out on my own and I was super lucky. I found the girl of my dreams and we started our lives together. A few years later, we found ourselves in Montana. My late 20s and early 30s was a job that turned into a lot of travel. As my world travel grew, so did my waistline. It was during this time that my mother had some health problems. She was diagnosed with diabetes and suffered several strokes. This also scared the crap out of me because I had a monster sweet tooth and I loved my desserts. Then 9/11 happened. This caused my career path to do a complete 180 as I went through a layoff in a small town. I was not giving up Montana to chase a job, so I found opportunity locally in construction. Not just any construction, but concrete construction. I started a concrete business and then later a second one doing commercial property maintenance. I can tell you from experience that years of concrete work is not easy on the body. Those are not highway miles. They are off-road, four-wheel drive, rugged country miles. So that put me into my 40s and another crash. This time, the housing market died. I lost both of my businesses, and that is where my weight struggle really began. So this phase of my life I call my potbelly phase. For almost 10 years now, I have been stuck in a depressing cycle of finding a new company, having them struggle or go bankrupt or shut down, and then me looking for new work. Every cycle, the depression gets worse, my activity level goes down, and my weight comes up. So, back to this picture. This is me earlier this fall. I almost look like when I was born, only I have less hair. Now all of those fears from my mother's health are right in my face. My blood pressure is just past the point of, you've got high blood pressure. And I had horrible indigestion, 4 to 8 antacids every night. Then acid reflux. I didn't dare sleep on my right side or I would be jolted awake by choking, followed by a 30-minute cough-a-thon trying to clear my lungs and my throat. Still, all of that did not slow down my sweet tooth any. I could feel all of those concrete miles on my feet, my ankles, my knees, and my back. My hands just ached. I was definitely going down the road to arthritis. And my energy was gone. It would actually wipe me out just to take a shower. I would honestly be out of breath by the time I got myself dried off. In fact, it seemed worthless to even take a shower, because I would be sweating to the oldies like Richard Simmons as soon as I got done, and then I felt like I needed to take another shower. All this time, my wife had a struggle of her own. I hated that we were both going through this, and I wanted to find some way to get us back on a healthy track. I looked into a couple weight loss programs, but they were just too expensive for our budget. Then, a good friend of mine told me about the diet he was on. Yep, from the title, I'm sure that you already know where this is headed. The Ketogenic Diet. From the first Googling and research, I thought, there is no way we can do this. Stop eating bread or any grains, and no potatoes or beans or other starches, and no more sugar, so no fruits, no dessert. Forget it. I was really wondering, how the heck did my friend do this? At the time, he was down 68 pounds so far. Well, the upside was we didn't have to buy from any program. This is completely free. We just had to change what we bought from the same store we already go to. The only cost is the better food you're buying. So how does it work? I'm working on tons of free videos to fully explain the ketogenic diet, so I don't want to completely repeat all of that, but briefly, you are cutting out all of the carbohydrates in your diet. I hate even calling it a diet. It's a change in your daily eating habits. You are really just changing what you eat. Sugars, starches, and grains have a lot of carbs, so that's why they're now off limits. What can you have? Many of the low-carb veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and then all of the high-fat stuff like avocados, cream, butter, bacon. Yes, bacon. I'm telling you, you can really eat fat and lose weight. So now it's been almost 3 months, and we are both feeling great. We have both lost weight. I'm down 30 pounds so far, and I still have a ways to go. My energy is way up. Almost all of my joint pain is gone. I sleep better at night. Heartburn is now a super rare occurrence, and no more acid reflux. Now, we've not been exercising anything. We're only just cutting out what we eat so far. And as far as cravings, there was only one time we were both shopping and got cravings for the bad stuff, but we got past it. And that is this part that really surprises me. People bring donuts and cookies and junk into work every week, and I have no urge to go and grab them. Truthfully, I feel so good that if the weight loss was only half what it is so far, I would still want to stick with it. It is such a motivation to keep going. Now eating is like a whole new world. There are lots of new ingredients we are trying, new foods, and new recipes. This is all the stuff I want to share with everyone. I am researching and learning on a daily basis, and I'm going to be sharing it all with you every week. I hope that I can show you how easy it is, and maybe I can inspire you to try it out, and then motivate you to keep going and see how much it changes your life as well. So, that's my story. I really hope you follow along as I share my progress. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, share, and follow, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. Thank you.